I did everything I could to tighten the shoulder joint on the previous release, but it's looser than a symbiote's morals.
Is that man dead?
Is everything in here confidential?
Everything but murder.
Then he's fine.
With upgraded paint apps, what else could go wrong? Find out in this week's review of Marvel Legends Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Venom. Not sure what Ancestry.com would say, but Venom is half journalist, half alien symbiote, and the lethal protector of San Francisco.
Francisco, that's fun to say.
Unfortunately for the criminals they come across, Venom survives on a steady diet of brains. But to keep their identity a secret, they must go without. Reminds me of my wife when she gets snacky.
I'm here to help. Don't eat the help.
Articulation, bruh.
Venom's head's on a recessed double ball joint. Not a lot of down, not a lot of up either. There is some left to right, and a limited amount of tilt. The torso, on the other hand, has a double ball joint, allowing him to do some swivel, some tilt, and together with that inverted ab crunch, he can get a whole lot of crunch forward, and he can also sort of matrix his way backwards too. Unlike the previous Venom I had, arms do rotate all the way around. There's a bicep swivel if you hinge it away from the body, a double jointed elbow, arms bow on hinge straight out, hands rotate, and while they're not the tightest fit, both hands do hinge up and down. Venom can kick so high that he kicks over the head of most standard Marvel Legends, out a good amount. There's an upper thigh swivel, and while there are pins in the double jointed knee, the pins are small enough to blend into the body. No boot swivel, feet do hinge all the way down, up, and rocks like brains.
My brain shouldn't be hard. If anything, I'll say I am Raymond Holt and my brain is soft and wet.
No, don't say that. It's gross and I hate it.
Accessories. Does this purse go with my bra, bruh?
Venom comes with a set of fisted hands and a set of Goozle pre-chokeslam hands. The smiling expression with the teeth showing has much cleaner paint apps than the previous release. Same can be said about the open mouth head with the tongue. The hint of the black around the eyes is a nice touch and adds to the ooey gooey realism of the figure. Venom also comes with two tendril pieces that fit in the back. They can plug into both holes, but only one way is a snug fit, so this must be how they intended them to be used. The tendrils are made of a soft plastic but lacks the bendy wire to allow it to keep its pose. Fans of the Venom trilogy will tell you, Venom has one head and it's not that small. The way the tiny heads shoot right out of the body has you wondering whether they're coming or going.
Don't! Go sit yourself.
Whether he's at the bar on a stool or riding a motorcycle, Venom can go sit himself. Alright, first up, I think he prefers the camouflage over the denim. Here's Marvel Legends Venom. And we'll get into the comparisons a little bit more later, but here's Marvel Selects Venom. Not sure if there's anyone to blame here, but Venom is yet to have a Spider-Man show up in its universe. Here's Marvel Legends Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, and The Final Swing Spider-Man. And while we're on symbiotes, here's the symbiote suit Deadpool. And from the Spider-Man the Animated Series, my first introduction to the character, here's Venom. The one thing that I do remember about that symbiote from the show is that it turned you into a roid head. Here's the black suit Spider-Man. And because I don't own the movie figure, here's Marvel Selects Carnage and Marvel Legends Carnage.
Think on sexy thoughts. Think on sexy thoughts.
Looking at it side by side, the first Sony Venom release is more of a matte black. And since the symbiote has an oily texture in the movie, one criticism when it came out was that it wasn't slimy enough. Thankfully, this new release is closer to what we see on screen with a glossier finish. The veiny lines are also thinner and cleaner. Aside from the paint apps, they are the same. Same great articulation, same great sculpt. Almost. When it comes to the tendrils, it's like no one at Hasbro bothered to watch either of the movies, because only one symbiote head is ever shown at a time, and it's when Eddie is in his human form. Never do you see Venom in the form with the tendril heads protruding from his body, just like you never see two large liquid Terminator shotgun holes in Venom's back when the tendril heads are unplugged. At this scale, the Venom figure isn't the only one in my collection, so let's see how the Marvel Select stacks up. Except for maybe the Rottweiler face, most of the head sculpts are oversized. It also came with a half Eddie Brock and half Venom head sculpt, but it's too big to fit on the pegs here. The only Venom related figure in the collection that came close to having accessories that fit is the symbiote suit Deadpool. The right gripping hand is a bit small in scale, but fits nicely to get Venom gripping smaller accessories. Symbiote suit Deadpool also has tendrils more accurate to the Venom movies. It's obviously not designed for Venom, nor is it a secure fit, but it looks great in either hold. So, now that we know that Hasbro can make Sony characters in Marvel Legends, how about a Tom Hardy Eddie Brock deluxe release? Pack in a removable wired tendril with an articulated Venom head, and you'll have most collectors saying,
"That is why we are here."
You know, never have I ever seen an apology figure with such glaring inaccuracies. The only reason I picked up Venom again is because his right arm would fall out of its socket every time I tried to articulate it. So unless you missed out on the previous Venom or had a QC issue like me, it's an easy pass.
Diesel Protector out!
Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with your bra. And remember, collect responsibly.